yeah, 7 people sent me your video. I'm not an expert. I'm not a computer expert. I'm just a concerned citizen, you know.
Where did you get your information about? Okay, the difference between the percentage of what the exit poll said and what the final result was. What does that mean statistically or mathematically from what you've seen?
Well, exit polling data is done very scientifically with a long-standing methodology. It's used by the State Department and the UN to check the validity of elections. Elections have been overturned in the Ukraine and in Serbia because the exit polling data, which is the true vote, the best indicator, didn't agree with what the official. In this country, they take the exit polling data and they adjust it to match whatever the computers spit out. So it's interesting, in this election on the Republican side, the exit polling data is matching the computer totals, which is what you expect and what you get in an honest election. This time it's only on the Democratic side, and in every case but one, it's shifting toward Hillary. The exit polling data gives it to Bernie, Hillary gets the votes. I think it's fairly certain that Bernie has won this election, and that if the computers weren't tricking, and there's a woman named Bev Harris, she thinks what they're doing is proportional voting. A vote for Bernie is 1/5 of a vote, for example. It's a fraction of a vote. That's one way it's being done. 3 companies are counting 80% of the votes in this country. Their software is proprietary. We can't examine it. It's private property, and they're flipping votes. They're stealing votes, and it's well documented. Read Jonathan Simon. Watch the HBO documentary Hacking Democracy, 2004. Read the work of Richard Charnin. Check out what a fellow Brent Turner is doing. He says open source is the answer. But it's the real story, is the fact that Bernie won this election. And they're not letting us know, and they're covering it up with computer fraud. The shift is always to Hillary. 2% is a red flag. It was off 14% in Alabama. It was off 12% in New York State. These are impossible numbers. And if you say, well, it's random, the odds of that randomly occurring in so many 20-some states, all being wrong, the odds of that are in the billions. It can't be. It can't be. It's being done. It's provable.
Two other questions. Do you know, what would you suggest people do if they're concerned? Well,
I really believe that the cover-up is almost complete, and people have to write to the editor, people have to march and demonstrate and expose the computer thing that's going on. There's only a couple of people doing it. Lee Camp, the comedian, is doing it. Tom Hartman did a section on it. Amy had one program concerning it. There's Bob Fitrakis, is another expert. The facts are there. The question is, will the American people find out? And will they find out before the convention? If this is exposed before the convention, Hillary superdelegates will flee like a sinking ship, and Bernie will be the rightful nominee because he won.
What do you think of them? I hear they're not doing any more polling data for the rest of the...
They canceled it in California, I believe, in Ohio. Yeah, they don't want to know the truth. It's a little embarrassing. Edison Research doesn't want to lose their contract. So people say to them, hey, what's going on? How come your accurate data doesn't match the computer totals? And they say, oh, well, there's different factors. They don't want to talk about it because it's a big contract. They've been selling their data, Edison Research, since 2003. NBC, ABC, the AP, Fox, all get their exit polling data from that company. They're the experts.